My eyes flickered with guilt. My hands trembling even more now. I looked away from him, unable to meet his gaze. The boy, he wasn't supposed to die, he saw something. I finally whispered hoarsely under the weight of my confession. He saw Daisy and me in the woods behind our house one evening. He was curious about us, about how close we were. But he didn't understand what he was seeing. I paused, swallowing hard as if trying to choke back the words that wanted to spill out of my mouth. My voice became quieter, almost a murmur. He started asking questions. Too many questions. He told his parents they should call animal control, said it wasn't normal for someone like me to have a snake like Daisy. She clenched her fists tightly together, her knuckles turning white. I tried to reason with him, to explain that Daisy wasn't just any ordinary pet, but he wouldn't listen. And then he threatened to tell everyone. My shoulders slumped forward as though the weight of those memories crushed my spirit. Daisy sensed his intentions too. She knew he meant harm to both of us. Before I could stop her, she acted. Daisy only acted out of instinct, out of loyalty to me.
A cold shiver ran down my spine as realization dawned on me. That missing child 5 years ago, it hadn't been an accident or some random act of violence by a stranger. It had been Daisy all along. My wife's protector, her guardian serpent, had struck without mercy. But why keep his body? I asked, my voice shaking. Why bring him into our home? Why didn't you tell anyone? My expression hardened slightly, defiance creeping back into her features.
Because she belongs here now, I said simply, as if this explained everything. With us. Protected by Daisy. Immortalized within her coils.
My stomach churned at the thought of living alongside such darkness every day. The image of that lifeless young boy wrapped inside Daisy's embrace haunted me, a grotesque tableau frozen in time. What happens next? I demanded, standing abruptly. My legs felt weak beneath me, but anger burned through my veins, giving me strength. You can't expect me to live like this with that thing upstairs guarding its shrine.
My face softened again, pity filling my eyes. Honey, please try to understand, I pleaded softly. My voice barely audible. You need to trust me. We can fix this together. This isn't easy for either of us. But you're part of this family now. You made vows to stay by my side no matter what. And I kept them.
I shot back bitterly. But not like this, not knowing what kind of monster shares my bed. Something dark flashed across my face, a flicker of fury mixed with sorrow, and before I could react further, she stood up suddenly, stepping closer until there was barely any space between us.
You don't get to judge her, I hissed, my tone sharp enough to cut glass. Not after everything she has done for me, for us. Without Daisy, I wouldn't be alive today. Without her, who knows where we'd be? Maybe dead. Maybe worse. Neither of us moved, neither of us dared to blink.
Finally, she sighed deeply, deflating slightly as reality settled over her once more.
Look, I know this is hard for you, I admitted reluctantly. But you have two choices, accept things as they are or live forever. There's no middle ground anymore.
Living. Could I really abandon my wife, the woman I love dearly, over something so twisted yet undeniably real? Or would staying mean losing myself entirely to this madness? Before I could answer, a faint rustling noise echoed from upstairs. Both of us froze simultaneously, listening intently. Then came another sound, a soft thud followed by the unmistakable slide of scales against wood.
Daisy.
My wife murmured under her breath, fear lacing her voice despite herself.
I glanced toward the staircase nervously before turning back to him. Stay here, I ordered firmly, heading towards the stairs.